Hey there, everybody. This is Greg Hills, the Hippy Dippy Counselor, weighing in this time with segment number 4 and taking a look at the various forms of losses that we have incurred as a result of our using lifestyles. As human beings with limited time and energy, one of the biggest losses that we can incur is squandering our precious time and our resources on other things such as drinking and using. Over a period of time, we start to get some pretty messed up feedback from our world, emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. This stuff can add up, and it takes a whole lot of drugs and alcohol to throw at it, and quite often a messy, bad attitude to be able to fend that negative feedback off. So the first question I'd like to ask is, in what ways did you blow off or neglect or even forget your roles and obligations, or perhaps find yourself feeling unwilling or incapable of performing these obligations day in and day out? I know a lot of us were able to show up for work with hangovers that would have killed just about anybody, but we would work all day at half steam or with a bad attitude. Did you become less dependable or undependable altogether? Another question I'd like to ask you folks is, did you blow off or forget or suppress certain dreams or aspirations that you may have had because you were so distracted by the drinking and the using lifestyle? Or did you find that perhaps you pursued the dream or aspiration and didn't step into it all the way? You weren't able to commit yourself fully or devote yourself to it in the manner in which you would have preferred. I recall that several years before I actually stopped drinking and using and got some help, that one particular day, this day following an awful night of trashing the house, having an adult tantrum, and traumatizing everybody in the house, I remember that my partner at the time asked me a very cool question, very loving, very direct. She asked me, "What do you think is wrong? What is it that you think is wrong?" And when I was asked a question like that, even back then, I would try to answer it with some kind of honesty and some kind of respect. And I remember telling her that there are some things that I needed to be doing, and I wasn't doing them. I felt somehow spiritually delinquent in that I was missing the mark. In this particular case, I certainly wasn't taking care of myself, so that was one of the things I was thinking of. Another thing I was thinking of is that I always wanted to, in the back of my mind, wanted to be some kind of a teacher. I knew that it was something that I would be able to do if I was able to get it together. What's really interesting about this is that as a result of seeking recovery and learning to take care of myself, that I was able to walk right into this mission that I always had somewhere down in my gut, in the back of my mind. A friend of mine in the Native American culture told me that it appears as if I walked right into my mission despite myself. I think that's most certainly true. The reason why I'm asking you this is because I'm trying to turn you on to how the soul never lies in this regard, and that once we start to take care of ourselves and honor our obligations to ourselves and others, that we're more equipped to honor the things that are deep within us that have to do with some songs that may have been unsung, or parts of the movie of our life that we really, really never lived until we sought recovery and started to seek wholeness and wellness.